Hey, Mitch, first and foremost, how are you holding up through all of this?
Just trying to stay active. We got a bike downstairs. We got a couple weights, so doing that. And then we have a dog as well, so we've been taking him out for kind of walks twice a day or so. And there's a little pathway behind our house that's right by a river, so kind of just been getting some quiet time through there and getting some fresh air.
Where are you? How are you isolating right now?
I'm in Toronto still. I mean, just like everyone else, trying to just, like I said, stay active. Been playing a lot of video games, walking the dog a lot, trying to cook more, or I guess watch a little bit better. But still a learning process in that regards. But like I said, just trying to stay active down here and playing video games. Been kind of playing on Twitch and being able to connect with people and fans through that. So that's been fun.
Your buddy Austin Matthews is in Arizona, self-isolating with Freddie Anderson. They've developed a bit of a bromance. Are you kind of jealous about that at all?
Yeah, I was talking to Freddie actually before he left, and he was baiting on staying here, and I told him if he stayed here that he could come live with me. And then I think it was like 2 or 3 days later, he sent me a Snapchat. I think it was like of a palm tree or somewhere nice and warm. I was like, I'm assuming you went down to Arizona. So, that's great for them too, to be together. Those two guys, they've built a real strong relationship in the last couple of years being here as well. And I mean, both of them are a backbone to our team. So it's great seeing them still together, having fun. And I've still been chatting to them quite a bit throughout this little break as well.
Speaking of chatting with them on a regular basis, you guys are all gamers. Who on the team is the best of all gamers? And are you keeping in contact through gaming right now?
Our team goes through hot and cold streaks with gaming. Like if a new game comes out, we'll play it for a little bit, and then eventually guys start dying off and start not playing as much. So really right now, I've only played with Jaime a little bit and Goat. Those are the two guys that I played with a lot. I don't know if Freddie took his PlayStation down to Arizona. I think he did with Austin, but I haven't played with them too much yet. But I don't know. I'm not gonna say best gamer because I'll be biased, and you gotta ask someone else. I don't know. Like I said, our team dies off quickly on games, so whoever stays on that game, I guess the longest, kind of just builds up the rep of the best.
You got a nice following on Twitch. Martin's 16 gets quite the viewership. Who is the guy you follow on Twitch?
I kind of go through two guys. Nick Merckx is the one guy I watch a lot when he's online, and the other one's Tim Tatman. Those two guys, and then also Noah J is another guy I watch play a lot. I don't know, just how they kind of interact with their fans, but how they talk to them. I also like how good they are at the game, and see how they kind of. I don't know how you could really. I guess their vision on like the battlefield, you could say. I don't know, like they see how they can see people and how they get some of their shots up. It's very impressive, and I think it just brings a kind of a respect level from my point of view to them.
And speaking of point of views, Austin Matthews was chatting with James Duthie last week, and he mentioned the fact that you, Austin, Tyson Barrie, got together at the Biebs house, and he tried to teach you guys how to dance Yummy from his music video.
Yeah.
He gave us his version of the story. You give us your version now.
Yeah, his version was actually dead accurate. We were all hanging out there. It was, I think, a week or two after his Yummy song dropped, or a couple days. We kind of went down to his basement, which is like, it's kind of a gym, but it's also got a big mirror. So when he's at home, he can work on his dancing and all that kind of stuff. So we went down there, started teaching us to dance. Probably after like the fourth or fifth step teaching us, he was about to teach us the next step. Austin and Tice kind of looked at him and were like, all right, we're done. Like, we're dying. And then I just kind of, I don't know, I want to kind of learn it just to have it, and ended up getting the dance kind of down in the routine. I have a video of it on my phone. I don't know. We'll see one day. Maybe I'll post it somewhere, but it was a cool moment for sure. Something that is pretty cool to have on your phone and show your family and kind of friends too.
You can't dangle that out there without posting it. Now we're all what it looks like.
I know. We'll see. Maybe maybe sometime this month we'll do something with the Martyr Assist Fund. If we get a certain amount of money donated, then we can get the post up.
Tell us about the Martyr Assist Fund that you've started right now related to this pandemic that we're going through.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a very tough time. You give a ton of respect to the people that are still working and still doing the stuff that a lot of other people I don't think would dare to do. So that kind of where it started. The firefighters, the police officers, the delivery people, the Uber Eats deliveries, like any kind of people that are out there risking their lives to feed, help, save people. It's unbelievable. And I mean, we just want to try and find a way to just make sure we keep finding ways to give back and help out them and their needs. So that's kind of why we started it. And, you know, it's great by True Hockey to help me out as well and get some prize in there so people, you know, get the bidding up a little higher and we get more money donated. And like I said, at the end of the day, we're all playing for the same team, and that's making sure that we conquer this COVID. And it's going to take every single one of us to do it. And it's not a one-man team. So I think all of us just got to kind of get together and figure out how to do this. And if that's staying home, then staying home. And the people that are doing their jobs, just making sure we can try and figure out how we can keep them the safest.
Mitch, you mentioned the physical battle that we're all going through, and obviously it's really tough. You don't get an opportunity to work out like you'd like to. You don't get a chance to skate like you'd like to. It's also emotionally draining. How are you emotionally going through this right now? How are you trying to adjust to this?
Yeah, I've just been trying to talk a lot to my buddies, FaceTime, Zoom calls, just getting group kind of FaceTimes going. You know, I'm lucky enough to not be by myself with at this time. I got my girlfriend and my dog here, like I said, and my family's always down the road. So, you know, we've been making sure that we've been staying in contact with them and they're healthy and FaceTiming them a lot. And I've been lucky enough to go over there for Easter and spend Easter with them. But you know, I think just trying to FaceTime as many people as I can. I've been talking on the phone a lot to all my buddies and stuff like that. And that's kind of how I've just been trying to get through this, is just talking to friends, seeing how they're doing, making sure everything's okay with them and their family. And, you know, when you get the downtime, just, I guess, shooting the crap with them and talking to them.
One of the great ways to battle through this maybe is to jump online, check out some old videos. Let me take you through this. Which of these two goals was nicer? Your through the legs dangle goal versus the Sharks back in early March, or Matthew's sweet spinorama assist to you against the Canes back in December?
Oh, that's tough. I don't know. I mean, Matt's was incredible. Picked it up in the neutral zone. I remember kind of walked around. I think it was Tara Vinen or someone. And then obviously made that unbelievable spinorama kind of through the seam, through about two guys, and then to me, which was an incredible play. And I don't know, it's tough.
What are you missing the most?
Missing the most, probably just hanging out with the guys, like hanging around the rink, doing the stuff that you're used to doing. It's kind of an awkward time, right? It feels like summertime, but it's not. So you're trying to get a feeling for what's going to happen, trying to stay active and trying to stay ready for anything that can happen. So I just say going to the rink, hanging out with your buddies, hanging out with your teammates, and chirping them as much as you can and having fun with them. That's probably the thing that I've been missing the most.
If you get a chance to chirp some guys online, that still makes you feel healthy. So there's a positive side to that. Listen, a regular feature that we have on That's Hockey is called Last Minute to Play. We got just about a minute left to go here. So you want to play last minute with me here for some quick fire questions?
Let's do it.
All right, here's we go. First up, your favorite go-to meal while you're in isolation right now?
Pasta, penne pasta.
What was your favorite go-to meal before you went into isolation and now you're pretty much exhausted and tired of it?
Penne vodka probably again. Still eating it though.
What TV shows are you binging on or hooked on right now?
Tiger King and Ozark.
Ooh, that's harsh, man. Both of those are pretty aggressive. When you're not watching TV, gaming, or eating, what are you doing?
FaceTiming friends or walking the dog.
If this goes on much longer, what are you going to be doing about the flow?
See how long I can ride it out before we have to cut it down.
What teammate are you most happy that you're not currently quarantined alongside?
Oh God. That's a tough one. I like everyone. I'll be good with anyone, I think. I feel like I'd be good with anyone to quarantine with.
Oh, come on. This is a great opportunity for you to chirp one of your buddies.
I know. I don't know. Trying to think here. I'll go with Jaime because I don't know how long I could stand Jaime. I feel like eventually I'd be playing just video games with him and just get sick of it and just get mad and just lose my mind or something on him. But I think I'd be still good with him. I'd probably hang out with him still a lot.
All right, last question. What player, past or present, would you love to be able to play with who you haven't currently been able to play with?
Past or present? Anyone?
Any player.
That's tough too. I mean, multiple guys. I think Dougie Gilmore would be a guy that I would like to play alongside, just seeing how hungry he was for the puck and seeing what he did with it and how skilled he was still. And then another one would be Patty Kane. Those two guys would probably be the top two.
That's great, Mitch. You've been a great sport through all this. Listen, I want to give you the last word. Last week, you put together a handwritten letter to send out to the young kids to basically help them out during this difficult time. If you had an opportunity right now, just take an opportunity to talk directly to the kids who may be struggling right now through all this.
Yeah, my word would be just know you're never alone through this fight. There's always someone to talk to, someone to call. Everyone's on your team. No one's ever playing against you. You have so many people to talk to. Don't be ever afraid to. There's always people fighting. You're never alone in it. Like I said, reach out anytime, any place. Anytime you need to talk to someone, there's always someone on that line to answer your phone call, answer your questions. Make sure that you know that, and make sure that you are able to fight whatever you have to fight, and there's always going to be people in that corner to help you fight that battle.
Mitch, well said. Thank you for this. We appreciate it. Stay safe.
Thank you, too.